Not that simple though. Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I would like to do a review for this so-called National Defender, the 1/12 scale collectibles figure from Chaos. Yes, I believe most of you guys have seen the new James Gunn Superman by now. It is a very different Superman.
You're acting insane. Calm down.
Oh, I'm insane!
So this is also a very different Superman. Of course, this is a third party called the Chaos, and this is their very first product, so it's Chaos 01 or 001. And they didn't call him the Superman, they call him the National Defender.
What had you say again?
Just to avoid any copyright issue. So from here we can see it's a rather simple box design. Yeah, nothing much, just some blurs and the red eyes. And at the side here you can see National Defender. Like I say, it's their very first one, so it's called Chaos 001. The same goes for this other side as well. Nothing much at the bottom, and at the top there is a sticker that says this is not a toy, it's an adult collections. And at the back, once again, this isn't anything else except you can see some silhouette of the Superman, if I'm not wrong, right over here. It's really cool art actually. This is something like the red sun, maybe, you know, the star there. Okay, so I could be wrong. So let's get it opened. Wow, okay. Just take a look at this guy, man. This is the National Defender, aka Superman. Whew, look at all the muscles that he have. This is looking so good, especially for the head as well. So real. Okay, before going to that, let's take a look at his body first. Wow, wow, wow. Just look at all the muscle definitions there. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, guys. And he even have a bulge there that makes him looks very real. I just like the shadings that they done on the pants, like you know, darkish color, looks like some kind of battle damage. It actually add on more to the realism, especially on the boots as well. You can see there are some dark shadings here. Okay, the entire suit is also not made very clean. It's also like something like darkish, so the overall thing actually suits the face because this have a real human face, and it just makes him looks more like a real human once again. And there are some creases here. This is so good looking, guys. Just take a look at that. Of course, it just comes with a cape, which I have not put it on because I just want to look at this beauty first, just as it is. Wow, this is beautiful, guys. Oh my goodness, he's so jacked up. And this is the cape. Of course, I can't help but to put it on so we can have a complete look of this beauty. One thing that is very surprising, I believe you guys, when you're looking at the unboxing just now, there is an instructions manual, but it didn't really teach how to put on the cape. This is my worries now. Oh my goodness, how do we put it in? It seems that there's a clip at the end of this, which I believe should be clipped somewhere into his clothing. Let's see, I believe there should be some sort of clip over here. Okay, yes guys, upon pulling down his shirt, you can see there are clips down in his chest, so I believe it should actually goes in, which is why it's simple enough not to actually put on any instructions. So let's try that. Okay, just slot it in, I believe. Not that simple though. Oh, okay, so it is quite simple. My bad. Let's try in this one. Do have to be very careful about it. Yep, so it went in and voila, this is how it looks. Just pull the shirt up again to cover it. Yeah, okay. so it's just need some adjustment. Okay, so I managed to slot it in, but as you can see, it does comes up occasionally. So I would say not a very good design actually. Yeah, you can see that. I think sometimes it just pop up again. Okay. Oh well, I think I'll leave with that. And here is the look of the back of the cape, which looks very good. This is nice. I just love how it's not like a draggy kind. Yeah, it actually rests just halfway down his boots, which is all good. This is looking really good, guys. Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful. And now we'll check out his face. Wow, this is really good looking Superman. I just love the the hair that is on the front. Yep, very neat. And from the side it just looks beautiful as well. Wow, this is a serious looking Superman right over there. My goodness, this is just beautiful. And next we'll move on to the articulations. I'll start with the head, so you can look to the right with no issue, looking to the left as well, no issue. But once you look all the way, there is something like a hole there. Yep, and looking up, let's see, not that much though, just like this. So when you're posing some flying pose, is gonna be a problem because you don't really look up all the way. But looking down, let's see. Yeah, looking down is much better, but it looks like he's broke his neck. Let's try to look up again. Yeah, okay, much better now. But yeah, okay, my bad. So you can actually adjust it to look slightly more up. So when you're doing some flying pose, you have to push his body up as well, so he can look straight like this. Okay, and his neck is pretty soft. You can see that you can move his neck quite nicely. And for his arm, going sideways, more than 90 degrees, guy. Oh my goodness. And going up, I believe it can go up. And because it's all soft goods, so you got to be very careful not to rip off any of the seams line. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, can go all the way up. And of course they are okay, see, the clothes does go down when you do some extreme poses, so you have to push it up again. So they are let's see if there's any butterfly joints. Not really, but there's a bicep shovels here. And let's see, double joint elbow. Yes, there's a double joint elbow, but because of the muscular body, he can't really go up all the way. Yeah, it's just something like this, unfortunately. And you can see what I mean by the cape is not really a good design, by the way. Yeah, so it does you know, move around, and you really okay, it came out as you can see. For the hand, you can actually turn it around, going up and down, no issues there. Okay, and for the torso, there's 2 points of articulations, one right beneath his chest, so you can actually move it like this. Okay, going sideways as well, be very careful on the soft goods. And one is on his waist, you can actually turn his waist as well. So let's see how well you can bend forward. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, and bending backwards, I believe, is slightly better, that we can see just now. Yep, not too bad as well. Yeah, this is for some flying pose. Okay, for his head. And then for his leg, of course, there will be no pull down mechanism, but you can actually do a, let's see how well I can do a quick kick forward. Not that good, because this whole piece here is something like a rubbery piece, so it's really hindering some of the kick forward, as you can see. Yeah, okay, kicking backwards is also not going to happen much. I can't feel any cut, unlike the bicep here, but you can still do a little bit of shovels and a double joint knee. Yes, and just like his muscle arms, the leg couldn't go all the way as well, just like this. And let's see about his boots. Yeah, I can turn a little bit of the boots. Actually, you can't really turn, there isn't any joint for you to turn, but because the boots is a separate piece, so you can still do some turning. And for his leg, there's an ankle rocker going up and down. Yep, and there isn't any toe hinges. Okay, so split. Wow, okay, That's rather surprising. Can do a pretty, wow, it's not pretty, it's a perfect split. Not bad at all. So I believe the suit is an entire piece by itself and just covered by the rubber spandex here. Okay, so wow, this is quite a good articulation, I would say, except that because of the muscular body, so it kind of hinders by its own muscle, but it's still a pretty good one for a Superman, I would say. I almost forgot to talk about his cape. Okay, so there are bandy wires on the side, which is a very weak bandy wire, I would say. Yeah, once you touch it, you know this is a very weak one. Yeah, the same goes for this other side. There is no bandy wire at the bottoms. There is no bandy wires on all these folds here. It's just soft cloth, so there's only 2 bandy wire, and it's really soft. But I think it still hold the poses pretty okay. Yeah, not too bad, but not too good as well. And next we'll check out the accessory. I'll start with the hands as always. So it just comes with a pair of closed fist hands that's already on the figure, pair of open palms hands, a pair of karate chops hands or flying pose hands, pair of grabbing hands, and the fingers are actually pretty soft, kind of reminds me of Storm collectibles. And lastly, an extra left hand for holding on to the kryptonite arrow. And this is the kryptonite arrow that it comes with, and you can see that this is rather flimsy. And it also comes with this damaged Batman armor, something like his armor cowl. You can see there are some banding for his hands to hold on to. Looks rather cool. And this also acts as a magnet for him to use to light up his eyes, which I will show you guys later. Beside this serious looking head sculpt, he just comes with 2 more alternate heads, whereby this one is the angry grinning teeth and this one is the one that is screaming head sculpt, whereby you can actually have a light up eyes, which I will show you guys how it works later. Looking very cool. I just love how this one actually have some messed up hair as compared to the nicely combed one with this head and this head as well. So this is something like when he's really angry. Wow, this is looking really good. And this is the additional neck piece plus the battery for the light up eyes. And this is the instructions manual, which actually shows you how to put on the heads and use the light up heads. Yep, and how you actually install it and use this as the magnet to light it up, which I'll show you guys right now. And as you can see, these are all the accessories that he comes with. Very simple yet very interesting, especially with this battle damaged Batman armor cowl. Next, I'm going to show you how to put on some of the accessories onto him. I'll start with the hands. So let's try to interchange this hand here and just pop it on very easily. And you can actually use it to hold on to this kryptonite arrow. Okay, yeah, very easy. Just hold it like this. And to interchange the head, basically you just need to pop it up like this and just switch to the head that you want. Yes, this is how it looks like holding on to this kryptonite arrow. Wow, he's so pissed right now. And for this Batman cowl, I would like to see which hands that I can use it for to hold it on. As you can see, there are some damages on it, so I believe you can actually hold it, yeah, something like this. Okay, can you see the hand actually goes in really well? It's like it's meant for it. This is the right hand. How about the left hand? Can you use the left hands? Oh, left hand as well. Okay, I think it's more to use on his left hand. You can see it actually, wow, this is just perfect. This is how it looks like holding on to it. And voila guys, this is so awesome, man. Just take a look at this, guys. Whew. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the light up heads. Okay, so you definitely need to use a battery. So how should we do this? I believe you just need to put on the battery like this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, just slot it in. And to use Let me borrow this helmet. Let's see if there's, yeah, guys, this is how it works. Just put these helmets because it contains magnets, so it will actually light it up. But how do we off it now? Okay, so from the instruction, it seems that these two red light bulbs should shine directly out from the eye. So this is how you should actually place it into the heads. Okay, something like this. Yeah, can you see that? Okay, so the light source should shine through the eyes, and this of course is for the joint. So let's see, you have to take this out. Okay, yep, this joint, and then you just pop it in slowly. Okay, yep, and now I think it was pushed too deep inside. Yeah, now I think it's not aligned anymore. Yeah, something like this. Okay, yeah, just have to ensure that the light actually shines through. Yeah, something like this. Okay, this is rather cool, my goodness. Yeah, I just have to play around with the position of the light bulbs, the LED lights. And this is just pure awesomeness, guys. Wow, you take a look at that. Not to mention, they also give you a spare batteries. Click on the likes button if you enjoyed the review. Thank you. Let's start off the comparison by comparing with some Marvel Legends. I do have this Wolverine Hugh Jackman right here, as well as the comic versions of Captain America. Yeah, and next we'll move on to some SH figures. I do have this movie version of Deadpool, as well as the Iron Man Mark 85. So as expected, the SH figures is always kind of small. And next we'll move on to Mafex. I do have this Hush Superman, which is so small as compared to him, as well as this The Dark Knight Returns Superman, the fat Superman, which is this guy as well. I think they're kind of alike, and it is also pretty small as compared to this big guy. And next we'll compare with this BMS Kingdom Come Superman together with this Pop Mart Gong Superman. Wow, can see that these three are something like the third party kind of Superman. They looks great with all the soft goods together. And lastly, of course, I like to compare with this, the Maple Henry Cavill Superman, which looks so tiny next to him. So for my final thought, I think this is easily one of the best looking figure in this year. I absolutely love it, be it the overall look, the articulations, the accessory, the light up eyes, the scale, everything just perfect. Except for the cape, which is kind of tricky to put it in and let it stay on. However, with the good looks, I think this can be easily overlooked. So I really recommend this Superman for all you Superman lovers out there. This is one Superman that you must have in your collections. So I hope that you enjoy this review, and I will catch you guys again in my next video. Watch this video right now before you end up like Batman.